Week 6.
What's up, boys?
Special guest Jerry, a.k.a. RamRod.
Little 5 o'clock beer going. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get it Friday.
Let's get the
Friday 5
o'clock beer.
So let's see what your chums can bring for week 6.
Let's get it started. Number 1, he went down, but I still think it's Globo's world. I mean, dude stacked. High scoring game against old Cheddar Bob.
No offense, Evans. I think he's got you a little highly ranked. I would consider you more like a 5 to 6 tier, but still a great team.
Yeah. I mean, Lame Jack, he won me the ship last year, so maybe it's a little biased.
Probably a little biased.
But, dude, I mean,
hey, still good team.
Solid team. Huge pickup with Kareem Hunt. Like that. Receivers let you down last week, but that's fantasy.
Yeah, that Kareem Hunt's going to be nice.
Yeah. Number 2, we got the Tots. Tots are still cooking. They got a little crispy last week, so took him out, let him cool down. Now he's back to what he was doing. I mean,
yeah, I had to take him down last week, so it is what it is. But still got a great team. I like Prescott's Tots a lot. Pittman
might hurt him this week. He's been in and out. I just saw that he's back to questionable. See how that goes. Kyron Williams, huge pickup starting the year. A lot of people were afraid with Corum.
Hadn't been a factor at all. I have him in the Champions League, and he's been great. So.
I think he's running back 4. So great value on that. His kicker's number 6.
Who's his kicker? McLaughlin?
I have to check on it.
Kyron's on bye this week, though. So that's going to be a little tough for Prescott's Tots.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's run back 4 over. Well, actually, didn't mean to stat correct you, but it just happened. So.
But, hey, back to the kickers, having a good kicker in these close games that are coming down to Monday Night Football, a couple series. Dude, these kickers and defenses have been coming through.
It's bullshit.
Shitty to say, but...
Bullshit. I'm right there with you, Deeds. Bullshit.
Be a better manager.
It's all bullshit, Deeds.
Number 3, we got a RamRod. RamRod's been on the up and up. Big trade for Bijan. Just found out he kind of fucked over Dylan.
Sorry,
Ramondre's out.
He's out for the week. So, dodged that bullet. Got rid of him the week he got hurt. I do feel a little rough for Dylan, but hey, it's fantasy, man.
It's true. Drake London's been killing it. Wide receiver 7.
You got a Monroe back this week. Back to full strength. Got his bye out of the way, so that's big. I like getting the buys out early.
Man, Cook is still cooking. He's RB5 and
potentially be out this week, so we'll see how that happens.
We'll see. Like I said last week, huge pickup on that Broncos D. They're going to be fluctuating. They're defensive 4 right now, but I think
anytime they're playing the Chiefs, though, we're going to have to mention.
I mean,
that's 2 more times a year.
I don't think so.
Have they already played once? No, they get to play them 2.
It's a rivalry game. You keep them starting. Number 4, we got Red Lightning. Man, Mike Evans keeps producing. He's a must start every week. Josh Allen had a tough start, but he's still, I think, QB6. So nothing to really worry about with Josh. Just a rough week. Tank Dell, I think, is going to get a lot more action with Nico being out. So I think Red Lightning's in for some high-scoring points this week.
I think Dallas found their running back, which means Red Lightning found their running back because he had the whole backfield. So Rico Dowdle coming out of that backfield is going to be helpful. Get those other guys less run and kind of narrow it down to one guy for him. That'll be easy.
Man, and an interesting stat for Red Lightning. Points for, number 3. Points against, number 3. So he's plus 4 points on the season, but we'll see how that totters. But, man, for him to be on the plus side of that and not be 500 or below 500, good on you, Red Lightning. You want to circle back. Team RamRod is plus 44 points on the year. Tots is plus 86, and Globo is plus 96. So at least the top 3 teams, you're winning, and you're winning by a pretty good amount. Number 5, old Cheddar Bobs. Man, Mooney, in my opinion, might be wide receiver 1 in Atlanta. It's going to go back and forth with Drake London. Good problem to have for Kirk O'Chains.
See how long if Jordan Mason's out of knee. That could affect Cheddar going forward. But, 9 points out of him last night for not playing half the game.
And how much?
Take that.
What'd you beat him on points by like half a point
on Cheddar?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was really close. Oh, for a point guard? Yeah, it was
Point
like
guard.
0.3 points.
Damn.
0.3 points. Valiant effort last week.
Man, Cheddar, if Flacco's playing, you start him. Dude's going to put up numbers.
Yeah.
Something scary.
He's got Danny Dimes in the lineup right now, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, they did reactivate Anthony, so. Something scary on a Cheddar. Man, he's got Brooks and C-Mac on IR. So if he can continue to stay above, that 500 playoffs, that's a scary team to see later on in the year. Can get stronger. A lot of questions, but I'd like to have that on my IR going into later to the year.
Well, he's got Cup out there still. So.
And Cup, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a team.
He's got a squad. They're hurt, but he's got a squad. Number 6, yours truly, Russell Westbrook on a farm. Squeaked out another W. I don't know how I'm doing it. My luck's running out. And I'll say it right now. My next 5 weeks are against all the 4-1 teams. Globo, Tots, Red Lightning, Cheddar, Jeff Fisher. And I'm about to go down to 500, so the luck's run out. It has.
Literally, your next 5 games are all against 4-1 teams.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Yeah, it's the gauntlet.
And you got Kyle after that, who's going to be coming back strong. So.
If I can go 500, I'm fine. It gets me to playoffs, I think. That's all I'm looking for. But I cannot drop I can't go 1-4.
That little Deeds choice to play him twice this year is not going to.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I should have stuck to my gut. And after Derek was chosen,
gone for the big. Oh, Derek was chosen before.
I wanted to go for Derek, and Clyde got him.
That's true.
I texted early, so I went after Little Deeds.
Wrong move.
I should have went after Kyle.
Knowing that he won the league 2 years ago. Put some respect on that man's name.
That's fair.
Put some respect on his damn name.
Guys, it's about time.
Yeah.
I think Dylan's big brother.
Yeah. He's big Deeds.
Derek hasn't won one.
Yeah, no.
Or a game.
Yeah. Or a game this year.
If we can,
he's
we might.
Taking the title of bigger brother.
Can we edit Derek's
Does it say Big Deeds?
We should. If not, maybe.
It just says Derek. Yeah. There's no big or little in that group.
Dylan. Big Deeds.
Big Deeds. Earning the props.
Number 7, we got Jeff Fisher.
What can you say about Jeff Fisher? 7, 7 and 7. That's Jeff Fisher.
Yeah.
8 and 8.
Sometimes you got to go back to go forward, and I think he's going forward. Man, his receivers hurt.
Brian Thomas is a nice draft for him. That's turning out well.
Yeah, he had a lot of points on the bench.
Josh Downs pickup.
That was going to be
good. He's got some wide receivers, and Zach Moss will be back this week. I saw he's going to play, so that'll be helpful going forward.
Up next, we got Heartbreak Swaggy. Heartbreak is another team I'm kind of worried about going forward. Man, you got great value with Jaden. Stacked.
I mean, Jalen Waddle killed his team.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, until Miami figures out the quarterback.
Sorry.
I would waddle back into the bench. But man, Garrett Wilson finally going off. But what concerns me is if Devontae goes over there.
But the Jets is a freaking dumpster fire right now, so who knows what it's going to be like over there.
But progressively, him and RamRod have started to develop something.
You're right, but everything's about to change from what they've just
True. Devontae
Hackett is no longer calling the plays.
Hey, everything
could be a good thing.
Fleece Allen.
You have some pretty history.
Fleece Allen.
Some history with Nathaniel Hackett.
Hit up Cheese and get him before he starts to produce again.
As a Broncos fan.
Last but not least on Heartbreak is Kirko Chains in reserve. That's not bad.
No, you got Jaden Daniels, man, looking pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good. Too bad it's not a 2-quarterback league,
And something I want to touch on with Saj I did last week. Points for is number 2. He's been putting up points.
Putting up points, man. Just had bad matchups. So what happened to you?
But hey, even through the year, he's plus 39, so he's not behind. I keep forgetting. Let's go back through. Jeff Fisher's plus 34. I'm plus 61 points. Cheddar's plus 14. So us middle of the pack guys, we're in close games, still pushing them out.
Yeah.
You want to be plus points at this year. All right, let's roll over number 9. The old Marvin Harrison campaign.
Okay.
Man, tough loss to the real deeds last week. Just it's hard to go up against 145. He plays 3/4 of the league.
Hey, but he's about to get a bump. Nico's out 4 games, and he's got Diggs.
Ooh,
that's CJ's guy. It's gonna be CJ's
true.
guy now. So
that's true.
You're gonna see 4 or 5 more points a week out of him on an average basis. I'm looking at. So he's got a good team, and Keon Coleman hasn't been what he thought he would be for him. So I like John's future, but he's got some growing to do.
Now that Burrow he's warmed up, QB1, and it's not even close.
Yeah.
So I think John's gonna be fine. Aaron Jones needs to stay healthy. That kind of concerns me. He's been killing it. But man, John's right on that teeter. But I think we're going to see John in playoffs. John, it's been a little difficult for him lately. Points for, he's number 7. Points against, number 1. It sucks when you face that, dude.
I'll do it to you.
It's the worst thing to be top half of the league. Get out of here, bro.
Go lay down.
It's worse to be top half of the league in points for. Because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and then you're just getting fucking smashed. Yeah.
It'll happen. Yeah. It'll happen, man. Fantasy.
Number 10, we got the Cheeks.
Rough business.
Cheeks have been getting clapped lately. I thought they were going to be clapping back, and that halted. Stroud, I think Stroud's going to keep putting up numbers, even with Nico around. He still got Diggs. He still has Schultz. He still has Tank Dell.
It's hard to see where he's got running backs.
It's rough.
It's rough for him. Zach Charbonnet, RB2, he put up 4.5 points last night.
Yeah.
And he's got Dare, Agabule, whatever how you say his name, starting. So, I love his receivers. They're all talented, really, really good. And CJ Stroud's a stud, but you got to be a little balanced to win some ships.
It's true. Number 11. Or actually, let's go back. Cheeks. Points for, number 12. Points against, number 2. Minus 74 points. That's tough.
It's tough.
Number 11. Who shot ya? Kyle, man, another tough loss. You've gone through quite a few of them this year. Man, Ayuk's finally starting to come around.
Not last night.
That's true, not last night.
It's
hit and miss.
7 points last night.
Which will probably go off next week.
But Brock went off. Brock's a good quarterback.
Xavier, I think, is going to continue
Purdy's QB5 at the moment, so that's been a pretty big hit for Kyle. And he put up 30 points this week, so that's not going anywhere.
What's nice for Kyle, he's got Derrick Henry. He's going to keep getting stronger.
And
RB2 at the moment.
Jonathan Taylor, when he comes back, looks like he's out again this week.
And with Rashee Rice, I think Xavier Worthy's going to get more touches.
Yeah.
More looks.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It happened.
The dude's fast. They're going to use him like Tyler.
It happened. You saw it a little bit already.
So, Kyle, you're on that verge. You're points for, you're number 10. Points against, number 5. You're minus 58 points. It's not good, but it's not the worst.
Not the worst thing we've seen.
But
it's not great.
Some of these lower teams are getting to the point. Got to start getting these wins. Another loss or two, and you're going to be behind 8 ball.
If you get 7 losses, you have to go undefeated at that point.
Yeah, which is going to be tough.
There's some, 7-7 teams making the playoffs, but that's about it.
Yeah. It's a tough league. You're not going to. Yeah. You're not going to do it. Number 12, man, he's had a couple rough weeks. Butters believe it.
Yeah. Seems like on paper he should have a good squad, but just not for him. And he struggled with the running backs there as well.
Which, by the way, sorry, Charlie, that Steelers defense won me the game.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
We were both here watching it at the apartment, so. But they had to leave because, that game lasted until about 1 a.m., so we were all asleep.
Yeah.
Woke up to victory.
Sometimes it's what you do. Mm-hmm. Go to bed, wake up with a victory.
That's what you got to do.
Man, Butter, you're number 11, points for. You're number 4, points against. Minus 70 points. Got to start putting stuff together. You do have Jamar Chase, so hopefully he's just going to continue going. Wide receiver 1. Hey, 40 burger.
Hey, if you
tough
need
to lose
if you
off
need some
of a 40
depth,
burger.
hit me up. I'll take Jamar off your hands.
True.
Thinking about moving him. Let me know.
And hey, Kyler, quarterback 7. So you got great value in the draft. Just needs to keep running the ball. And man, that Ravens game ultimately cost you. Like
Laporta tied in 23.
he had the Ravens defense, and having Chase go off was great, but you're also watching I hate that.
Yeah,
There's times where I almost start a different defense if I have a.
It just depends. I mean, he probably shouldn't be starting no matter who defense against the Bengals because they're a juggernaut.
Yeah. Now that they've heated up, I agree.
That's a tough move.
Number 13, we got Pistols jammed because they're still jammed. That's why we have no fire.
No fire again. I suggested the fire because the Fireside chap, JT, was adamant until Little Deeds, as we like to call him now, gets a W. So,
just do it. We're all
try
rooting
for us, please, man.
Like,
you try harder this week, please. Who are you playing?
Please. Who is Deeds playing?
We'll get to that later. Finish your ranking.
I think he's going to actually win.
Okay, but we'll finish.
All right, let's touch on Deeds, man. Deontay and Justice, lackluster games. You have the Chiefs. They're heating up, but maybe them being on bye this week will help you kind of figure shit out. Maybe get rid of some of the Chiefs. They're undefeated, but fantasy-wise.
Yeah, Patrick.
Deeds, man. Points for number 13. Points against number 6. Minus 66 points for the year.
Patrick Mahomes is QB 15, and he was the first quarterback taken off the board. So, doesn't always pay to take the first quarterback, as we're seeing from an 0-5 team. So.
Number 14. Man, the pie's bad. It might not even be a pie anymore. I don't know what to say. Maybe reverse it. Maybe make some shepherd's pie or chicken pot. Like, this pie's gone bad, bro. You did what you had to do. You made the trade, and now you got fucked.
Yeah, I mean, if Ramondre wasn't out, you're looking pretty good on that trade because Bucky's getting the start. Rashad's out. You know, I mean, like that works in your favor there. But
it does.
It's hard. It's fantasy, man.
Man, with Carno Olave, it's a nice one too. They just gotta figure it the fuck out.
It looks like he's got A-Rod starting this week, so let's see what we do. Derek's out for the next few weeks.
Okay. And good value getting him. You got the best tight end. Brock's gonna be killing it, especially with Devontae out. That might be the only saving grace on your team right now.
Currently tight end too.
Yeah. The worst news for Dylan, and this is where it's bad. Points for, he's last, number 14. Points against, second to last.
Oh, that's just not.
That's
it's poor management.
Bad.
It's poor management, poor drafting.
And he takes the cake fairly.
Yeah.
With minus 75 points on the year. That's tough. Dylan, you got to start winning. You go another game or two down.
If he loses 2 more games, it's a lost season.
Yeah, it's a lost season.
This was his last chance effort to try and make a run for it.
All right.
Andre out's going to hurt him this week. Oh, it's going to hurt him.
Let's move on to our matchups of the week, or just our matchups. Let's start off with Cheddar versus the Cheeks. In typical Cheeks fashion, okay, he's actually put some people.
He's actually got a full squad.
Okay,
full squad.
The other day, I was just fucking piecing it together.
Well, he had a few guys starting on Thursday, so I think he had to make some decisions before Sunday this week.
Decent night last night too. Charbonnet could have done better.
The Jigba could have caught those 4 of the balls. That would have been a nice one.
So yeah, Cheddar versus Cheeks. Cheddar has Jordan out. The Cheeks have Jalen Wright, P. Ryan, and Reek. Collins too, with him being hurt.
Yeah.
Cheeks is averaging, where are we at? I think is like 80. It's not a whole lot. He could be doing better.
Not showing it anymore.
It was earlier. I just didn't write it down. Cheddar's averaging 115. There is quite the discrepancy, and because of that, and with basically a full squad, I have Cheddar.
I'm going the fighting Bobs on this one as well. Sorry, Mo. All love.
Next up, we got Heartbreak Heartbreak has Chandler and Waddle out versus RamRod. RamRod's got a full squad.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Well, I don't have a full squad. I think James Cook is probably going to end up missing the game. So, but we're going to slide Javonte in there.
Bye weeks at least.
But yeah, no bye weeks. My team is looking good. We'll see how Bijan does for me this week. But I'm going to take myself. Can't go against Shelf.
I like it. I'm going with you too.
Appreciate that.
You're averaging 119. Heartbreak's 122. This is going to be a close one. It's going to be real close. It's going to come down to, I think, quarterback play and wide receivers, and just looking at it, it's pretty even.
Quarterback
play. I mean, he's got Jaden, but you take it receiver wise.
Yeah, receiver wise, yeah. I mean, especially with the DK underwhelmingness of 7.8. If he puts up 20, we're considering. He can take that on that.
Yeah.
But Garrett's been a little disappointing for him. Not what you expect when you draft a guy. Back into the first or early second, where I'm sure that's where he took him. I didn't really pay attention that much, but it's got to hurt for the guy right now. So, but I'm taking myself.
Up next, we got the Jam Pistols. You just fucking win, man. Versus Who Shot Ya? Pistols have basically Team Chiefs. They're on bye.
This is the toilet bowl of the week.
Yeah. And Who Shot Ya's got Xavier Worthy out and Smith. Pistols averaging 103. Who Shot Ya averaging 107 each week. I'm going to go against it. I was going to root for Pistols. I think we still don't have Fire next week. Which leaves us with Who Shot Ya taking them down.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna give it to Deeds this week. I think he gets a dub. I think he gets a dub this week. He's projected more, 58% win. Ayuk, Lockett was good for Kyle last night, so he got a good start. But Jonathan Taylor being out, he's gonna have to throw Sherman in there, which should be a problem. He got 18 points last week, so but I'm gonna take the
30 points out of Purdy, not bad. But
I'm gonna take the Derek here.
But basically 6 points out of Ayuk. Yeah.
Pistols firing. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew.
Up next, we got Butters. Believe It. Butters has quite a few boys on bye. No start. Demarius, Parkinson, Sanders versus old Jeff Fisher.
Jeff's got to start Caleb this week.
He does.
No
Darnold, no Jetta. I think Juju is on
Juju. Juju on that beat.
Hey, I think he's going to start producing.
Juju on that beat.
Butters is averaging 106. Jeff is averaging 115. I'm feeling frisky here. I think Butters is going to pull this out. Not having Darnold and Jetta, I think, is going to hurt Jeff.
Here, I think it's going to hurt him. He's still got Brian Thomas, who's sliding in there, it looks like, for him. So, I think he'll be all right. But, you know what? I'm going to take Casey this week.
Okay. I like it. Up next, we got old Fuckberry Pie. He's got full squad. He's averaging a measly 90 points. Versus Red Lightning,
Buys.
Out today.
Okay, you're talking about buys.
Buys,
okay.
mostly.
Injuries, not.
Red Lightning has a full squad and is averaging 121 points a game. Because of that, I am going with Red Lightning.
Yeah. If Ramondre wasn't out this week, I would probably give Dylan a good chance because with White out, Bucky's, easily RB1,
Yep.
Territory. He's going to projected 13 points now. So, but with Ramondre being out this week, he doesn't have another option, like he said before. So, it's going to be tough for him to figure that out this week. So, we're going to go Red Lightning.
And now to our sponsors. All right, thank you, sponsors. Let's go back to our matchups. The Tots versus Harrison Campaign. Tots are averaging 119 a week. They do have Kyron and T2 out. Harrison Campaign is averaging 118 a week and has Aaron Jones and the Viking D. And I think this is going to be another close one.
I think I'm going to give the nod to John this week.
Same.
I think with Nico going out, that gives John, 2 wide receiver ones now on his squad with Marvin.
Agreed.
And Stephon. So, I think this week, Any other week I probably might pick Prescott Tots, especially with Kyron in there. But with Kyron out and Nico out, I think John's got he's projected to lose, but I think he's gonna have a dub this week. I predict a big week for Harrison this week.
Agreed, and I'll touch on it here in a few, but I think JK's in for a rough week.
Denver, it's gonna be tough. I hope so. Starting the defense, so
we'll see. And last but not least, we got yours truly, Russell Westbrook on a farm, averaging 119 a week versus Globo, averaging 125. I have A-Chain and Addison out. Globo has Kareem Hunt and Naylor, who doesn't mean a lot.
But he also, on injury-wise, has Malik Neighbors and, Devontae Adams, we all know, is not injured.
True.
But
now
Malik
with
Neighbors is out again.
Neighbors being out was huge.
Yeah.
It was questionable a few days ago. Man, I think this makes this more of a 50-50. And
I think it definitely portrays to your side, but you know what? I'm going with Evans. I'm doing it with this guy. I got to go against him. I'm going with the Saj method. You do the pod with the guy, you can't pick him. So, I'm picking against him.
And that's why I picked myself.
Mm-hmm.
With Neighbors being out,
you can't go against yourself.
That's true.
But I am worried. I'm worried.
But also, I picked against myself all year, and it's not won. So.
No, I'm sure. So you're going to lose this week. So Trey Tucker and Gabe Davis, though, that's what I'm looking at on Red Lightning, Globo Gym Squad, which makes me nervous. Trey Tucker is your wide receiver 2 this week. I get it. You got buys and injuries, but it's tough. Tough to come back from that. So we'll see, but I'm rooting for you, Globo Gym. Take this SOB down.
All right, let's move on to just a couple things to watch for the week. My team to watch. My teams to watch. RamRod and Heartbreak.
Is what you should say, matchup to watch.
No, you guys don't play each other. I have a matchup to watch.
We do play each other. RamRod and Heartbreak play each other this week.
Oh, well, I'm an idiot, so.
We all knew that.
There's 2 matchups to watch, but my teams to watch, everyone watch. Yeah, RamRod and Heartbreak, man. Both teams are top 5 in points.
So we're going to go ahead and right now, he said teams to watch. We're going to just change that to matchup to watch for the week.
Okay, matchups to watch. See? RamRod and Heartbreak and me and Globo. Me and Globo, top teams.
I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring week between you and Globo just because of the situations you are dealing with, but it's going to be competitive.
True.
That's where I'm at with it. No, it's going to be a close match.
Standings-wise, we're 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Points-wise, you and Heartbreak are right there.
Right,
so
huge
this
matchups. This week for sure.
My yikes, which is teams where you just make trades, just walk away. Maybe uninstall the app. Man. Little Deeds and Dylan.
No. We're speaking to you, Derek, every time we say that now. Just so you know.
At least Dylan's making moves. He's trying. And they've got to do something because we really are rooting for it. I'm getting to the point I do need to start a fire.
Yeah, he's going to have to. It's getting cold in Colorado, so you're going to force him to put out his fire to do this by an empty fireplace.
Yeah.
And force him to get cold.
Yeah.
Just win, Deeds.
Just one win. And we get fired.
We get fired.
One win.
Who doesn't love fire? I love fire.
Everyone loves fire.
Yeah.
Leads me to my player to sit, which
I got a couple of those.
I've gone back and forth on this because Ladd actually plays in the slot, so he's not going to be on Certain Island. It's going to be, is Quentin Johnson? Is he back?
Yeah, but is he good enough to say that's your not start of the week? You got to do someone a little more prominent. Because who was starting Quentin Johnson this week? Dylan's the worst team in the league, and he's not even starting Quentin.
Okay, no. Okay, I'll switch it up. My best of the week, J.K. Dobbins.
Okay, all right. I can respect that. I can respect that.
Broncos' defense is real.
Yeah. But Ladd,
with the secondary they have, they can put up so much pressure.
Is really good.
Yeah, boys are buzzing. And who would have thought that Denver would be halfway to their win total this year already?
You get rid of Mr. Unlimited and good things happen. I'm hoping the Steelers don't try to start him. That would be dumb.
Yeah, stupid.
So we'll see what happens.
Hey, what I love is old.
From experience how dumb that would be.
It's stupid.
So,
yeah. Russell's still doing Russell. Have y'all seen him? He's on the fucking sidelines. He's been backup or emergency QB, and he's got. The eye black.
He's too much.
He's.
I don't know how Sierra does it, but hey, more power to the man. Because no, she has. I mean,
He's got way more money.
he has way more money, but she's not also hurting him. She could probably go find another wealthy man. But
That's true.
hey, he must be a good dude, I guess, a good person, whatever. But he's cringy as fuck, you know.
Player to start.
Wait, give me my sit. I gotta sit too, Jake.
Well,
You don't skip over.
Then
I'm gonna sit here, and we're gonna sit. I know this is against an opposing team, but I'm sitting Garrett Wilson this week. It's gonna be windy up there in Buffalo. Buffalo's bringing the pressure on Rodgers. No, he can't mobile. They got a good defense up there.
Okay.
It's gonna be cold. And with all the chaos that's been going down in fucking New York, I think they're gonna have a lot of distractions going on this week.
Okay. I can see
Not
that.
necessarily Garrett's play, but it's going to be more Aaron that's not going to get him the ball.
Or they come out and he has like a 30-burger game.
Yeah, I mean, everything is possible. It's also
They're switching it up.
That's true. We'll see. But, I mean, he had 25 points last week when they were still all full.
Hey, bravo to Hackett for being replaced and staying on the squad.
He's still there, but he's just not calling plays, so I don't know what that is about. But, hey, he's not – basically how I look at it, you got less responsibility and you're making the same amount of money.
True.
Hey,
And him and
get
Aaron.
that paper, bro. Yeah, they're, like, weird with each other a little bit.
Buddies. All right, my player to start. This is a wild call.
That's true.
You called me out in my notes.
I did.
And it's also my pickup of the week. J.A., put him in your lineup. Tolbert.
He's not going to. Let's see if he's got him. I don't know if he did. I haven't looked to see if he put him in there.
Last I checked, I don't think he did.
He's got too many good wide receivers. He should have.
I think we'll take the over in Detroit and Dallas. Dallas, abysmal D. Detroit doesn't have the greatest secondary. I think it's going to be back and forth. I think Detroit wins, but I think Tolbert's going to put up numbers, man.
I don't hate it. I think that might be a good fantasy over receptions or over his yards bet.
Yeah.
I think that could work for him this week because besides CD, we've read no one else that's stepped up.
Ferguson's a little hurt.
And Cooks is just not what he's used to be.
If you make me want to choose another, I like Scary Terry this week.
Okay.
Scary Terry's been heating up.
And they play Baltimore.
Yeah.
Well, that defense is a little tough, as the Bills saw. So we'll see.
You just saw what the Bengals did.
It's true. That's also Joe Burrow. Jaden Daniels will get a little pressured, possibly.
Jaden Daniels, QB1.
I get it. I understand all that, but he's also a rookie, so take that with a grain of salt.
We'll see. So Scary Terry, Jalen Tolbert.
Yeah,
they're risky.
I don't hate them.
If you want to make some money, yeah,
Hey,
put in some overs on those.
But here's my start of the week: Jahmyr Gibbs. He's gonna have a good week. They're playing the Cowboys. We all know Cowboys can't, stop anybody these days. So I think he's gonna have a big week. He's gonna have good receptions wise and a couple TDs.
You don't think Montgomery's going to get in the way?
No, not this week.
Okay.
I mean, he's always in the way, but Gibbs is the more talented.
It's been pretty
player.
balanced.
Yeah, and he's been averaging some.
Dude, Montgomery can.
So he's gonna have.
No.
Jameer's gonna have a long run for a touchdown. I'm calling it. At least 30 plus. So you want to take that? I don't know if you can bet that.
Yeah, you can bet biggest play.
Yeah, 30 plus.
All right. Last but not least, let's move on to our bets of the week. I don't have my notes.
Also, the Flacco's out, so you can switch that.
Yeah, that's why I have that.
Richardson's playing.
That's why I have that.
No, but he is officially out now, so
I know.
you can cross that out.
So I did have the Colts money line.
Yeah,
if Flacco was playing. Now that Flacco is not playing, nope. So let's go with Broncos money line. Home dogs are hungry. They run faster. It's a divisional game. Chargers, man, is Herbert still kind of, is he still hurt a little bit?
I don't think he's hurt. They're just not the same offense.
I mean, Harbaugh, who's got it better than us? Nobody except the Broncos. I don't think he's gonna come past that defense, man. I mean, we got to
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, Bo's got more passing yards than Herbert at this point, so that's interesting.
A wild stat.
He also has 4 times as many interceptions, which 4-1. So
True.
that's also his.
What sucks for Bo Nix? Stat I heard this week. He's any past 10 yards, his completion rate's like 25%. Terrible. So a lot of dump off, a lot of screens.
Yeah, his pass rating's not the greatest this year, so we'll see.
He's a rookie, but Bo we trust.
But my bet of the week, which I'm counting on bad quarterback play.
Okay.
We're going with Bucks Saints under. Spencer Rattler's getting the first start. I don't expect much there. I think that is a good bet. Under's always scary. I'm not a big under guy, but I feel like that's a good bet this week. I think it's 41.5. I mean, the Bucks are getting 28 of those, and the Saints will be lucky to get 10 this week. That puts it about 38. So that's where I'm at with it.
Saints got a good defense.
Yeah, lock it in. Okay. 41.5. Anything above 30 on that, like anything above 40 on that game, I feel like you have to lock that in.
Okay. Well, when I get back home, I'm gonna have to look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna lock that in. My player bet of the week. Dude's just a dog. 10 years in, hasn't stopped. I still think it's up in the air as far as odds, but take Mike Evans. Whatever over receptions, it's probably going to be about 6.5. It'll probably be right out about 110, maybe minus 120. Take it. Like,
yeah.
Just take it.
Yeah, he's a monster. The 6.5 is tough, as far as receptions.
He's going to get the looks.
You got a special guest, Brody, just joined.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Brody, who you got? All right.
He doesn't know.
Jerry, you got any player bets?
Yeah, I'm gonna do anytime TD. Jaden Reed this week. They're playing the Cards. It's gonna be a high scoring game. So Jordan loves slinging the ball. So Red Lightning, look for a good week from your boy Reed.
All right, boys. Week 6 in the books. See you next week.